I'm chatting today with Todd and Jane, both participants, drivers in the American Cancer Society's Road to Recovery program. How are you, Todd?
I'm doing great.
The Road to Recovery program. Now, this has been around for actually quite a while. The Road to Recovery program, is that not right? Jane Payne is sitting right across from me. You said you've been with it for 2 years, Jane, right?
Since 2008.
Oh, for 6 years. For 6 years. But it's been around for quite some time.
It was active before that, yes.
Okay.
Very active.
And Todd, as a driver for the Road to Recovery program, which is a tremendous service, tell us what you do and other drivers.
This will be my second year. The drivers, what we do is we take patients who are currently battling cancer to and from either oncology appointments or primarily the radiation or chemotherapy treatments.
Right.
These are patients that either have no ability or means to drive themselves, or maybe they don't have a means of transportation on their own, or just not fit to drive. Us drivers, we will pick them up at their home and deliver them to their treatment location. We would drop them off, and typically, upon completion of their treatment, another driver, or sometimes the same driver, will pick them up from that treatment location and deliver them back home.
I see. How long have you been a volunteer driver?
This will be my second year. I'll be completing my second year.
So you got any good stories? Like, what's your most memorable, for example, experience as part of the Road to Recovery program?
I don't know if I've got one that really stands out. I've had a few episodes where I've had to go inside the person's home to help them out, and I've had a few episodes where battling a dog became a bigger obstacle than helping the patient.
Yeah.
But nothing that really just stands out. I've had some great opportunities to help and encourage some of these patients, and I've built some great relationships with them, and I've made some new friends. And
that's great.
I think it's a fantastic program.
Well, I would imagine then, from my standpoint, being kind of sort of new in terms of familiarity with this particular program, new as far as my knowledge is concerned, maybe the entire experience doing it on a regular basis, on the whole, is the most memorable part of it. Mm-hmm. You know, just helping folks out is that why you got involved?
It's very rewarding. Yeah, very similar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a cancer patient myself. I'm a 5.5-year survivor.
Wonderful,
and,
wonderful.
During my battle, that initial battle, I had so many people that came to my care and my help. I've got some of the greatest friends and family members of anyone else out there. And now that I'm feeling better and doing incredibly well.
That's great.
I feel like this just gives me an opportunity to give back. Those people that were my caretakers for me, mm-hmm. This gives me a chance to kind of return that favor. Even though most of these people I don't know and I've never met before, but
sure. It
gives me a sense of well-being in that I'm able to help and encourage other people, just as I was helped and encouraged years ago and continuing today.
So you're paying it forward.
Yes.
You're paying it forward. Maybe you could say that you've had prayers answered, and now you've become an answer to prayers.
Prayers answered, absolutely. It's nothing short of a miracle
mm-hmm.
That the Lord has delivered me from this, this cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to say that, we can. I feel like I'm serving the Lord by helping to serve other people.
Well, that's great, and that's right.
As you said, pay it forward.
And this is a wonderful, it's nice. These people don't have to worry about, how am I going to get to and from, because they've got a lot of that to do.
Yes.
And then there's someone like you, and then a lot of other people. Jay, how many people are involved in the Road to Recovery program? Do you know?
Right now, I have 9 active drivers.
9 active. You have 9 active drivers?
Yes.
Including Jane herself.
She's
a driver
drive
as well.
Oh, yes, I drive just as much as the others.
Okay.
I'm always on call in case there's a situation the driver can't drive. The mm-hmm. patient knows to call me, and I'm there to pick them up, make sure they're at their treatments, and then I take them home.
All right. That's wonderful. This is... I suppose it's not just cancer survivors who are drivers. I mean, anybody can volunteer for the service.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Obviously, since it's volunteer, anybody can.
Anybody can. Mm-hmm. Yes. Owensboro area, Davis County, mm-hmm. we cover them very well here.
Right.
The outside counties, McLean, Ohio, Breckenridge, I guess all those outlining, they do not have the facility. So we really need drivers in that area.
Really do, been desperately bad. Yeah.
Desperately.
Well, this would be a great thing for retirees too.
Excellent.
I mean,
Yes.
folks who have retired but are not the type to just sit around and read or watch TV all day. Want to get out and do something. This would be perfect.
That's exactly.
And it won't consume a ton of your time. It's I may go 1 month and not drive at all. I may go another month and make 8 to 10 trips. It strictly varies, and currently there seems to be an adequate number of drivers. If Jane calls me and asks to drive, and I'm not available to drive
Right.
on that day, then I can tell her, hey, I'd like for you to find somebody else.
So it's not like a set schedule. I mean, there isn't.
No.
Okay, got it.
I work around the driver's schedules.
Got it. Well, you need drivers in these areas. How can you get drivers? How do they get hooked up with this program, Jane?
Getting the word out there, I guess, in those counties. And when we needed drivers here, we put ads in the paper, come to the radio stations asking. And also just getting the word out to the people and asking them to have their friends come forward.
Is there a number that they can call?
There's a 1-800 number.
Oh, I've got it right here. Is
Yes.
it 1-800-227-2345?
Yes, that's the Cancer Center, and that's located in Texas. Or if you want to become a driver, they can use my phone number, and then I could go directly because I'm the coordinator, and I could take that. And my phone number is 270-684-2487.
Okay.
That's how we did it the last time, and we had
Got
a
it.
great response when we put it in the paper.
Wonderful.
I mean, I had about 10 to 12 people come forward.
That's great. That's great. And you need more for these outlying areas outside
Yes,
of Davis
because
County.
it's pretty far for Davis City
No,
or
you're
Davis
right.
County.
So
but
you-
we have, and I've got one patient right now. Well, he's on the very outside of Davis County.
So you need folks who are based in like McLean and Ohio counties.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. All right. We've got the number out there for Jane. It's 270-684-2487. If you can become a driver in the Road to Recovery program with the American Cancer Society, which is a tremendous service. And it's been around a long time, but I must confess, I'm hearing about it for the first time. But it makes perfect sense that it's been around so long and doing such a great service for folks.
It has.
Well, Jane, thank you for sharing this, for letting us know about this so we can get this out because this is so important. And thank you, Todd, for coming by and sharing your story. And
Thank you for having us.
you're doing good. You're doing
It's a miracle. I'm alive. I'm doing incredibly well.
wonderful.
sir.
Well, bless your heart. That's great. Good to have you here. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
so
us.
much for coming by. It's the Road to Recovery program with the American Cancer Society. Again, the number, I'm giving this to you, 684-2487. I wrote that down right.
Okay.
Okay, all right. To get a hold of Jane to become a driver for the Road Recovery program, we really need folks in like Ohio, McLean counties, Hancock counties, places
Outlying
like that.
counties.
Yes, the neighboring counties. Thanks so much for coming by. Great to see you folks.
Thank you.
Coming up, we've got a Christmas favorite from George Strait, also Eric Church on 92.5 WBKR.